full of liquor, then we dive in it. Pull him to the side, let me slide in it.
Alright, SmackDown for January 10th. Starts out with Paul Heyman opening the show, calling out Cody Rhodes on behalf of the one true tribal chief. They are interrupted by Kevin Owens, and they fight in the crowd while the Bloodline 2.0 sneaks up on Paul Heyman. But Jimmy tries to come out and make the save, but he's overpowered. So Cody has to come back and save him. First match of the night was Michin versus Chelsea Green for the Women's U.S. Championship. And Chelsea Green takes the victory on that and wins the belt. Next match was Los Garza versus Pretty Deadly. The two lowest tag teams on the tier. Los Garzas won. Next up was LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. Championship. Ended up becoming a DQ because the Bloodline interfered and they attacked LA Knight. Cody and Jimmy Uso came out to make the save on that. Next match was the Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down. Motor City Machine Guns won. Then Tiffany Stratton, the world's women's championship ceremony for her, and a little Q&A. That was interrupted by Nia Jax, and was also interrupted by Naomi, Bayley, Bianca Belair, which set up a fatal four-way match for the number one contendership spot, which was won by Bayley. Next match was Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso versus the Bloodline 2.0, stemming from the actions of earlier in the show. The Bloodline won. KO had came out and interrupted and attacked Cody Rhodes, and while they were fighting out in the crowd, that left Jimmy by himself, and he got his ass whooped by the Bloodline. Then we have Raw for January the 13th. CM Punk opens the show with his promo, but was interrupted by Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Basically everybody claiming their participation in the upcoming Royal Rumble. First match was my boy Pentagon. Well, he go by many names. Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Dark, Pentagon Zero Metal. But here in the WWE, they call him just plain Penta for some reason.
Could be copyright problems.
Huh?
Copyright problems. Because the other shows could have that name.
I believe he owns all his names, but it is possible. He has so many different names. Anywho, he fought Chad Gable and won.
I'm so sorry. There is sound in our background of our house.
Next match was Sheamus versus Ludwig Kaiser. Sheamus won. Following that was Gunther. He was cutting a promo, but was interrupted by Jey Uso. He's issuing him a challenge for his world title for the show that's coming up on Saturday night main event, the next one. Next match was Lyra Valkyria versus Dakota Kai for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Lyra won. She is now the first Women's Intercontinental Champion. Following that, a quick match between Sami Zayn and The Miz. Sami Zayn pulls out the W.
I wouldn't expect
Rhea
for them to
Ripley.
fight.
Yeah, that was kind of thrown together. If you saw how they was talking backstage
You never know. Something could happen in the back with other wrestlers.
Yeah, from what I understand, they trying to blame Penta for taking too long on his promo and stuff. That might have been it.
If you want a good
Anywho,
promo, you need to do it as long as you need it to go. If you want it to be really good and memorable.
yeah, and his was pretty good, but I didn't like it. But I'll tell you why afterwards. We had Rhea Ripley cutting a promo for her new championship. She was interrupted by Nia Jackson, Bailey, and they all fight. Rhea chases out Nia Jax. Then the last match of the evening was Damian Priest versus Finn Balor in what they call a street fight match. And it was interrupted by the Judgment Day and the War Raiders. But Damian Priest won. He pulled it out.
From the clip I saw, he did beat Finn Balor up on a stretcher, and I haven't seen something like that in a few years. So I think
Yeah.
that's pretty. That's like reminiscent of like the old days when I was growing up watching it with you.
Yeah, where somebody get a broken bone or a broken neck. They had to take him out in the stretcher.
Yeah. Do you have a wrestler of the week?
Oh yeah. My boy
Knew it.
Pentagon Jr., Pentagon Zero Mero. But my thing is, I'm afraid they're going to water him down, and they've already started. He's not the heel Rudo that he usually portrays everywhere else in the world. But now here in the WWE, I think they're going to have him more like a positive good guy. You can hear it already when he did his promo, thanking people and shit. I'm like, if you're a Rudo, you don't thank nobody. And then he had acknowledged his family, and then they showed his family out there, and I'm like, you don't do that for an evil zombie ninja.
Yeah, you don't.
Which is what he used to be. He's a ninja zombie, and now they just took away all his steam. I mean, I still like him, but it's the same thing they did to the Wyatt Six. They're supposed to be evil, and now they're all vulnerable. And,
Okay. I will say, as much as I do hate the old guy who used to run WWE, I can't remember his name. He did know how to.
McMahon.
Yeah, as much as I hate that man, he did know how to keep it in the dark area. And it feels like now they're trying to push it to be more family friendly. Just like, yeah, I get you want kids to watch, but also you're taking away what makes wrestling wrestling. The danger, the scariness about it. Because a lot of wrestling comes from like horror movies, rock and roll, and this dark side. Now you're pushing, this cutesy whatever.
And you're referring to, like, as far as the heels go, yeah, the character is supposed to be dark and bad. But
Because if you go by like the old Undertaker, that man was terrifying to me as a child. When he used to roll his eyes back. Or that one match where he came out of the like ground and pulled someone to hell. That.
yeah,
We need more like that. Jey Uso going after Gunther. He's not gonna win.
nah, he better not.
As like, I need Jey to have his own title reign for real, because they gave him one and then took that away so quickly it barely counts. I want him to have an actual title reign, but this one with Gunther, they're doing something with Gunther to make it seem like Gunther is losing his whole steam as a heel or whatever.
Yeah, he's losing his mojo. He needs to get his mojo back.
Yeah, and I don't think Jey should go up against him like that, because I feel like it's not as showing to Jey's skills or Gunther's skills. And it's more of like a soft matchup, honestly. Because like if we had something like when Jey was going up against Braun Breaker, then I could catch steam with it, because that was actually interesting. Where is Braun Baker, by the way? Haven't seen him in a minute, and that seems really weird.
He was talking to somebody backstage during one of the promos.
I don't know, because I haven't been able to watch, because TikTok ban. And moving into Netflix. Rhea Ripley with her title reign. I very much hope they don't do the same thing that they did last year for her. Like, I need her to... Because she's already switched to being a babyface. We need to placate that. They need to push on the babyface persona where her being nice and building allies instead of pushing people away and being violent. Because I feel like then they're just pushing her back into the old Judgment Day routine that she did, and it wouldn't work because she doesn't have the Judgment Day to back her up anymore. All she has is Priest and CM Punk, and it's not really a fair matchup, you know?
Right.
So, I say they need to push that baby face. Like, if she has more friendliness with Bianca Belair and Naomi, I feel like that would be so much better because they've already shown that they are really good partners. Oh, and Io Sky. They all have that, like, energy that bounces off each other really well. For Bayley getting her chance to go at the title from Tiffy, I don't think Bayley's gonna win. Tiffany just got her title reign, and they've been trying to push Tiffy for this, like, princess role for so long already. I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep her with her new title for a good minute. Cause didn't she just join a year ago?
Who, Tiffy?
Yeah.
No, she's been there for a minute.
Oh, cause she
came up from NXT, I believe.
Cause during her speech last week, she was like, "I just joined the main roster a year ago," so I assumed.
Yeah, she came up from NXT.
Okay. So yeah, with them pushing her so hard, and she's only been here for not even that long, I think they're gonna keep her with it for a while. And they're gonna build up with her against Nia Jax until maybe SummerSlam or until what's that main one coming up? WrestleMania.
Oh, did you see the videos I sent you off the YouTube?
Which one?
Of Penta fighting Chelsea Green and Io Sky back when they were in Lucha Underground.
I'm laughing at
I put it on
that.
your watch list.
I'm laughing at that because I didn't expect for him to have to fight women because you don't really see wrestlers fighting women like that.
Oh, they used to do that in the Lucha, and the women were vicious.
Yeah, but
in fact, I believe Io Sky at one point beat Penta. She was part of a ninja operation. They were all women, and she beat. You'd have to see the series. It was a good. In fact, it's on Netflix.
We don't have Netflix anymore. I want Chelsea Green to lose her title so bad. It's just how she is really annoying to me. And I get that's her persona, but like sometimes it just...
You watch her on Lucha Underground and you'll say, damn, this is not even the same character. She's a totally different person. In fact, she plays the sister of the guy who's with the Wyatt Six now, Gacy.
Which one is Gacy? You can give me like a descriptor.
He was the one that when he was on NXT, he was the one that they had as the serial killer.
Oh yeah, that one.
Wayne Gacy, but not the one that's like Dexter. He's the stockier, heavier set guy.
Ah, that one. Got it.
The one up under the bald head, the big bald head dude.
I got it.
He played Marty the Moth on Lucha Underground. And Chelsea Green was his sister.
Okay. Because Chelsea, I will say, she's a good performer. It's just like that persona is so nerve grating for me, you know? Um,
Wait a minute, I have to think. Did Chelsea Green play Mariposa? I think Chelsea Green was Mariposa, but the video is on it's on your watch list.
I got it. I pulled it up right now. Um, do you see like any future stuff happening with certain wrestlers? Cause I feel like they're getting a little stagnant. Cause a lot of stories they've been pushing for too long, and I feel like they need new material. You know?
Well, all the big new shit is about to start, so new storylines is about to happen for everybody because it's about to become the road to Royal Rumble, and then after that it's WrestleMania. So
You're
they're
right.
basically just cleaning up loose ends right now. Take a breather, and then starts the new storylines.
You're right. Cause it's like the refreshers happen. I wonder if we're gonna. Oh, scratch what I was thinking about. What do you think about them doing SummerSlam? It's either SummerSlam or WrestleMania. They're going to be doing it in Dubai next year.
I have no thoughts on that at the moment because they already have one show they do there already. So
I have a bit of a like problem with it, and it's more like no one ever gives the female wrestlers any attention when they go over there. So I feel like it's going to be more stagnant and dead for the women wrestlers. Not to mention they also have to be covered up even more, and it just seems a little more unfair, you know?
well, that's their country, so you got to go by their rules.
No, I know, but it's like that seems a for the female wrestlers, they work so hard for like to make their costumes if they're the ones making it, and then they practice these moves and get these like down packed, and then just for it to be unrecognized and just no one cares. I can see why it would hurt a lot of them. But that's also just my thought. 'Cause I don't